All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about moving beyond textbook English. You know, how to sound smooth, natural, and really connect with people in everyday American conversations.
You ever have that feeling? You know all the grammar rules, you've memorized the vocab, but when you actually talk to someone, it just feels a little stiff, a little too formal. Well, that's exactly what we're going to change today.
So, instead of just giving you a long list of phrases, we're actually going to walk through a whole conversation, from start to finish. We'll look at how to kick things off, how to keep the energy going, how to inject your own personality, and, this is a big one, how to end it without that super awkward silence.
I mean, just look at this. On one side, you've got greetings, how are you today? Now, it's perfectly correct, right? But you're almost never going to hear someone say that at a coffee shop. And on the other side, what's up? That's the real deal. And that little gap between the two, that's what we're here to close.
Okay, so part one, the beginning. How do you start a conversation so it feels friendly and casual right from the jump without sounding like a robot? Let's check out some of the go-to options.
These three are absolute essentials. What's up and how's it going are basically just casual ways to say hello. And the key thing to remember is the response. Not much, you? Nobody's looking for a detailed report of your day. It's just a simple, easy way to say hi back and keep the ball rolling. And what about when you run into someone you haven't seen in forever? This one is perfect. Long time no see. It's so warm, it's so familiar, it just immediately breaks the ice and opens the door for you to catch up.
So you've started the chat. Now what? How do you keep it going and make sure it doesn't just fizzle out? Well, the secret is all about showing the other person you're actually listening. And this is where little reaction phrases are going to be your best friend.
Seriously, think of these as the glue that holds a good conversation together. When you drop in a for real, a totally, or an I feel you, you're sending a signal. You're saying, hey, I'm with you, I'm listening, and I get it.
And this is how you can really start to participate. Instead of just a simple yes, you can agree with way more energy by saying something like, you nailed it, or true that. But what if you don't agree? A phrase like, I see your point, but is an amazing, really respectful way to share a different opinion. It shows you're actually thinking about what they said, not just nodding your head.
Okay, now we're getting to the really fun stuff. This is where you get to add your own personality and flavor. Using the right phrase to show how you really feel, surprise, humor, excitement, that's what makes your English come alive.
Let's say your friend is telling you a story that is just bizarre. Something totally unexpected happened. Your go-to reaction? That's wild. It just perfectly captures that feeling of, wow, I can't even believe that. Now, for a totally different kind of surprise, you have this gem. Shut the front door. It's a really fun, really playful way to say, no way, or you've got to be kidding me. You'd use this with friends when you're shocked in a good, or maybe funny way.
All right, so someone suggests, hey, want to grab some pizza? How do you show them you are 100% on board? These are your best bets. I'm down is super common and chill. Count me in has a little more energy. And let's do it is just a clear, enthusiastic yes.
And please, don't just say, that's funny. When something really genuinely makes you laugh, try this. That cracked me up. It has so much more punch, and it tells the person, hey, your joke actually landed.
Ah, the ending. We've all been there, right? The conversation is kind of winding down, and you're just not sure how to wrap it up gracefully. This can be a really tricky part of a conversation, but trust me, a smooth exit is way easier than you think.
Here's your little exit toolkit. Need to leave a get-together with friends? I Gotta Run is perfect. It's quick, simple, and everyone gets it. Finishing up a meeting at work? Let's call it a day is a great professional way to end things. And catch you later is a fantastic all-purpose goodbye that just feels friendly and suggests you'll see them again. So, as we're wrapping up here, it's important to remember the big picture. The goal isn't just to memorize a bunch of phrases from a list, it's about building the confidence to actually live in the language, to connect with people in a way that feels authentic and real.
And you know what? Everything we've covered today is really just scratching the surface. The source material for this explainer has over 100 of these phrases. Think about that for a second. You now have this massive toolkit you can pull from for pretty much any casual conversation you can think of. So I'm going to leave you with a question to chew on. What's one conversation you're going to have this week that you can try one of these things in? It could be with a coworker, the person who makes your coffee, a friend, doesn't matter. It's not about being perfect. It's just about taking that one little step to sound less like a textbook and a whole lot more like you.